Imagine waking up one morning and the Earth has stopped. No warning, no preparation. Overnight, our planet's constant rotation has come to a sudden, violent halt. What happens next isn't science fiction. It's science, taken to its most extreme. This is the story of a world where the spin of Earth simply stops. For billions of years, Earth has been in motion, spinning on its axis once every 24 hours. This rotation creates day and night. It fuels the winds, the tides, and the rhythms of life itself. But what if, without warning, it all came to an end? The Earth beneath your feet would freeze in place. But everything not anchored to solid rock would keep moving. The atmosphere, the oceans, the people, the buildings. At the equator, Earth's surface moves at over 1,600 kilometers per hour. That's faster than a speeding bullet. If the planet stopped spinning instantly, the ground would stop, but you wouldn't. The first seconds would be chaos. Skyscrapers would topple. Oceans would surge forward as walls of water thousands of kilometers wide. Entire cities would be erased in an instant. Air itself would become a weapon. The atmosphere would keep moving, generating winds stronger than any hurricane ever recorded. Winds so violent they could tear continents apart. On highways, planes, ships, trains, everything in motion would suddenly become a projectile. The world would convulse with a single, catastrophic jolt. But that is only the beginning. Once the initial destruction passed, a new reality would set in. Without rotation, Earth would no longer have the equatorial bulge that keeps oceans balanced. Water would rush toward the poles. The equator, once home to vast rainforests and bustling cities, would become barren desert. The poles would drown beneath newly formed superoceans, burying entire continents in ice-cold depths. And then, there is the sky. Earth's magnetic field, powered in part by its rotation, would collapse. Without it, radiation from the sun would pour in unchecked. Satellites would fail. Communications would die. Life would be exposed to deadly cosmic rays. And the days themselves would change. No more 24-hour cycle. One side of Earth would face endless daylight, scorched beneath the burning sun. The other side would fall into eternal night, freezing in the darkness. The planet we once knew would be unrecognizable. But how do we know this? Earth rotates because of the momentum left over from its creation billions of years ago. When the solar system formed, dust and gas swirled into planets, each inheriting the spin of that cosmic dance. Our planet's spin gives us stability. It shapes our atmosphere. It powers our weather systems. We can see the effects of rotation every day. The Coriolis effect bends winds and currents into spirals, fueling storms like hurricanes and cyclones. Without rotation, these patterns would vanish. The jet stream would collapse. Climate as we know it would cease to exist. History gives us glimpses, too. When asteroids struck Earth millions of years ago, they disrupted weather, ecosystems, and life itself. But even those apocalyptic impacts were local compared to the planet-wide catastrophe of a sudden stop. The lesson is clear. Earth's spin isn't just motion. It's survival. So let's walk through it, step by step. Step 1. The shock. In the very first moments, destruction sweeps across the surface. Buildings collapse. Oceans rise. Winds scour the land. Billions would be lost instantly. Step 2. The floods. As the equatorial bulge disappears, water redistributes. Vast regions are drowned. Others become deserts. Coastal cities vanish forever beneath the waves. Step 3. The sky breaks. The magnetic shield weakens. Radiation floods in. Auroras blaze across the sky, not as beauty, but as a warning. The sun becomes an enemy. Step 4. Eternal day and night. One hemisphere burns. The other freezes. Survival becomes a race against extremes. Crops fail. Animals vanish. Ecosystems collapse. Step 5. A new planet. Human civilization, if any survives, would be forced underground, or into carefully engineered shelters. We would no longer live on Earth as we knew it. We would exist on a stranger, harsher world. Why does this matter? Because it shows us just how delicate life on Earth really is. The systems that sustain us, air, water, gravity, temperature, are fragile, interdependent, layers of balance. Each one feels invisible in daily life, yet together they make survival possible. A small change in any of them can ripple outward, altering everything we know. The planet feels permanent, unshakable, eternal. Mountains tower, oceans stretch vast, continents seem immovable. And yet, history teaches us the opposite. Ice ages carved the land. Volcanoes reshaped continents. Asteroids darkened the skies, ending entire eras of life. What feels eternal is in truth ever-changing. But in truth, it is balanced on a knife's edge. Our climate, our seasons, our very sense of time, all hang in delicate equilibrium. A shift in Earth's spin, its orbit, or its tilt, even by fractions, could remake the world. The balance that feels certain is fragile, temporary. Rotation, magnetism, atmosphere, water. Each one depends on the other. The rotation drives winds. Winds shape clouds. Clouds carry water. Magnetism shields the atmosphere, while the atmosphere protects life. It is a web so precise that the loss of even one thread could unravel the whole fabric of Earth's habitability. And the story of a motionless Earth reminds us of the forces we often take for granted. We live each day without questioning the sunrise or sunset. We plant crops, expecting rain and seasons. We sail oceans, trusting tides and currents. These invisible gifts are woven into the ordinary flow of life, rarely noticed, yet utterly essential. The silent spin of the ground beneath our feet, the invisible shield above us. Together, they are guardians of life, though we cannot see them. Imagine, for a moment, a world where they falter. It would not just challenge survival. It would redefine what it means to call this planet home. The fragile rhythms of day and night, the steady heartbeat of seasons. It's all part of a cosmic harmony, one that connects every ocean wave, every gust of wind, every sunrise. And it is this harmony, this unseen order, that makes Earth unique among worlds. One that, if disrupted, would transform everything we know forever.